From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
Welcome to Business Buzz. I'm your host, Chris Budihas. And joining me here at the bar is some esteemed colleagues of mine. So we got Darya Tyshlek with StratCraft. We got Jason Engelhardt with SiliconBeach.ai and Major Harding from Client Focus Media. Folks, how are you?
Good, man.
Wonderful. Thanks for having us.
No, it's good to see you. And we're going to talk about something that's very exciting in our city here. So Cjros Tech Fest is coming up next month.
Yes.
And we're here to talk about that. They kind of start beating the drum, get everybody excited to come on out. So, Dasha, what is Cjros Tech Fest?
It's an event. It's been going on for a few years.
Okay.
It's kind of a distributed set of conferences celebrating technology and industry here in Jacksonville for an entire week. And so there's a lot of different industry and a lot of different technology and a lot of opportunities here. So every day is dedicated to different sectors.
Yeah. And Jason, what does that look like that week?
Well, it goes from hacking events to disrupt IT, which is one of the things that we're both very closely involved
definitely
with.
deep dive in that. Yeah.
There are some other events going on Thursday and Friday as well.
Yeah.
What we're doing from a disrupt IT perspective, I run Silicon Beach.
Yep.
There is the Jacksonville venture competition.
Yeah.
So we've got some people who've pitched at Silicon Beach who are going to be there, amongst others.
Okay.
There are a lot of investors that are coming.
Yeah.
And what's so interesting, and what Dasha alluded to, is the fact that it crosses so many different sectors.
Mm-hmm.
We've got space, we've got healthcare, we've got robots.
Yeah.
People that are pitching and talking about all the different wonderful things and passions that they have that are really the future.
Wow.
And what we're seeing here in Jacksonville, it's really amazing.
Yeah. Major, lifelong resident.
Lifelong.
Do you think this is something we should have had a long time ago?
Oh, yeah. But, I'm in construction background and stuff, but now we're seeing, like, GPS using, the grading systems on the bulldozers and motor graders, road graders and stuff, coordinating with the AI,
Right.
Overlaying the plans.
Yeah.
So basically the operator just sits there and, he's there for damage control, if something messes up.
That's all the work.
So the technology is just mind-blowing now.
Yeah.
And if I can jump in, the incredible thing is some of those precision GPS systems that you mentioned,
Right.
those are manufactured here in Jacksonville. We have one of the top antenna companies in the world that does this type of stuff. And we have companies that are doing the automated and the robotics pieces of it. So a lot of people see the technology, they don't even realize how much is being designed and manufactured here in Jacksonville. And that's part of bringing these things to life.
It's amazing.
So Dasha, you got a passion. So does Jason. So does Major. So you had this idea like, hey, Jacksonville needs a healthcare conference at some point, but we're kind of bridging it through this year. So what does your day look like when we're during Cjros Tech Fest?
Yeah, so for me, this idea came from visiting a lot of conferences all over the country with clients who I'm helping bring new technologies to market.
Yeah.
And so I've been seeing what does a good conference look like, what does a bad conference, and I saw that the really great elements of a conference included talking about some of the major issues, problems, challenges that need solutions, so that the people in the room who are, in between, they're thinking, maybe they're leaving their job, they want to start a consultancy, they don't know exactly, so they can hear some of these problems and who is aware of them, who's working on them, and make connections. You want to have the people who are the technologists in the room who are like, okay, I can code that, I can build that, I've got a 3D printer, we can make a model.
Yeah.
And then you also want to have the investor in the room, because that person's going to say, I see the problem, I see the solution, the team forming. This is something that I could get in on early. I can advise them. And lastly, you want to actually have some of the users, some of the people who implement it in the room.
Yeah.
And when you have those pieces together, then people can really build something. They can come out of a conference and they have the option to advance their idea, to get funding for their idea, to find the customer for their product, and then it becomes something that really creates like a flourishing ecosystem right away, even if it's distributed. So that's what I wanted to build here for the healthcare system, for the healthcare industry, because Jacksonville already has so much going on with medical device development. Hospitals in the area, we're a medical tourism destination. So we have the talent, we have the tech, we just need an event to make it all flourish.
That's great. What does success look like, Jason?
At the end of the day, from a Jacksonville venture fund, in the past, we've got about a little over 70% of the people that pitch, they get funded.
Oh,
Now
that's a high rate.
It's a very high rate from a pitch perspective.
Yeah.
The grand prize is $1 million term sheet, which is a very large number for an emerging company. Beyond that, what we found is that people in the audience, investors in the audience, whether they're angels, venture, or private equity, are stepping forward, and they're making those investments, the further investments, and they're taking those companies forward.
That's huge.
To Dasha's point, one of the things that's happening at her health event is she's having a founder, inventor, president of a company, and the doctors that are using the product to talk about how and why all of this happened, to give people, and you don't get this very often, so I'm very excited about this. You don't get that full continuum of how this process has worked. And maybe that sparks other thought, and maybe it sparks other conversation. So that's a really cool aspect of what Dasha's going to have in her health event.
I agree. I mean, usually it's a salami slice. You get a little bit of like, these are all the entrepreneurs' great ideas, but you got the person with the angel investor, the VC. You're missing pieces and parts, but the fact you're going to bring that is going to hopefully force collaboration.
Got them all in one room.
We're going to have them all, and you're going to have them all on the same stage.
Yeah.
Right, and we're gonna ask the questions and how to show people the flow, the workflow of how this stuff happens, right? And that should spark some more conversation and more thought, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the questions are going to be.
Yeah.
Some will be from investors, but others are going to be from other founders, or people that are thinking about what they can do.
And some might be from doctors who are thinking, okay, well, we know, these types of technologies are coming, but we don't know what they do, or we don't know how to implement it because we're so busy. It could be, is it going to be disruptive? Is it actually going to result in better outcomes? Is there some way to mess this process up? So having this, I call it the sausage making conversation. It's like showing people how they build this portion of the business and make it work is such an important part of people getting the confidence to do it themselves as well.
That's excellent. So for our audience, where do they find more information on Cjros Tech Fest, and then what are the dates and how they get their tickets?
Yeah, go ahead. JacksTechFest.com. The dates are the week of the August
25th to 29th.
25th to the 29th,
August,
and Disrupt Health is on the 27th specifically, and that's also when the pitch competition is happening.
And that's going to be in the Prime Osborne Auditorium.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so it's a great location, and it starts at 8 in the morning, and it runs through 5, so it's all day long. Right, because there's going to be so much activity, and there are some amazing speakers that are going to be there from all across the country that are coming in for this event. So please go and check out the agenda. There's really going to be something for everybody there.
Is this the second or third year? Do you know? You remember?
This is the third year.
This is the third year, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was talking to somebody about this, I was in Austin the last 3 days. And I told them what we're doing here. Of course, they got South by Southwest.
Right.
I said, this is probably iPhone 3, but I would hope next year it's iPhone 8, and then the 5th year it's like iPhone 12. It's going to exponentially grow, not with the internal interest only, with all the talent that people we have in this city or Northeast Florida, Southeast Georgia, but also the folks who are watching the outside who didn't participate this year that want to participate as a result of all the great work you guys are doing. That's awesome.
Yeah. And we've got investors that I know are coming in from San Francisco, are coming in from D.C., are coming in from New York to participate. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
All that can do is help us grow this city and grow this event to make it bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and then you already know this because you guys are really smart, is the fact that not just participating to learn and see what other people are doing or participate yourself, but also the networking. That's return on investment right there.
Yeah, I've got a gentleman coming in from Miami who is coming in just to network.
Oh, wow.
Well, he's not in healthcare and those types of things. He's a publicly traded company.
Yeah.
But he's going, I need to meet some of those people in the room.
Oh, that's excellent.
And I think that's amazing.
That's huge. That is. Well, thank you both for what you're doing for our city.
Sure.
To put this on. This is gigantic. I know it's probably an unpaid full-time job, and I know you're losing some sleep, but I know both of you guys are going to make it it's going to be a Super Bowl of a day, and I look forward to participating and hearing all the great things that are going on and promoting next year's version of this. So it's going to be awesome. So thanks again.
Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk
Cheers.
about it.
Cheers. Yeah. All right, folks, Cjros Tech Fest, 25 to 29 August. Don't miss out. Don't be that person out there that goes, man, I missed it. I'm telling you now, go check out JacksTechFest.com. Get your tickets. Come participate. It's going to be an awesome opportunity. and cheap tickets, and the value you're going to get on that is going to be exponential. So look forward to seeing you out there at Cjros Tech Fest. Cheers.
At All Dry Services, we're not just here to clean up water. We're here to help guide you through it. That's why All Dry Services is available 24/7 for water damage, mold, and more. We bring transparency, expert service, and real care fast. Don't wait until the damage is done. Save our number now. Expect the unexpected and trust the truck with the duck. We're here when you need us most. Call us at 904-592-9111. All Dry Services of Southeast Jacksonville.